Hello y'all, welcome to part 5 of my Kingdom of Manitoba playthrough in the Hearts of Iron 4 mod Old World Blues. In part 4, concerns about the loyalty of the Duchy of Langenburg were proven correct because apparently they're now going to declare war on us in a couple months or so. And right now our forces are having to get ready for that. And we have a bunch of our divisions here on the border. We have a total of 21 divisions, I'm pretty sure. Yeah, so we have 195 battalions overall, and we need to get more divisions out here, please. And I'm trying to save up enough political power, just save up enough political power for raising the conscription law up to high in readiness or calling up the reserves, simply because we need more soldiers. And we're getting the national focus, train new elites done, and that'll help us with a particular, just helping out and giving us more special forces possibly. And we want to definitely complete, say, His Majesty's Loyal Rangers next, because it seems like a good focus to have. It will buff our Spec Op forces and the special forces of the Kingdom of Manitoba. The Mounties need all the bonus, because they will be the shock troops for our war with the Duchy of Langenburg, which will probably be dependent on who can get the most encirclements. And let's start His Majesty's Loyal Rangers. The Queen Catherine, brought her own retinue with her when she initially arrived in Manitoba. Among them, some of the most fearsome rangers the Canadian North ever produced. Ideally, we could find a way to integrate their knowledge into our existing forces, and this will give us better stats for our special ops, our spec ops, and that would be Manitoban Rangers. It grants us our special ops platoons. We get higher defense stats and better soft attack. And that'll be done soon. We have a total of, I think, 3 Spec Op forces at this time. We just need to get this focus done. Then we'll do improved elite armor, and we'll get the rest of this whole branch of the tree completed, hopefully. At least do expander duties. Then do Under the King's Banner and Loyalty Until Death. And then we'll do the Upstart and Royal Pathfinders and Securing the Frontier just to get us more divisions, which we need desperately for this upcoming conflict, which is getting closer and closer. Honestly, how is the equipment? How's Canadian dollars looking? We need more money spent. We need to spend some money on the military signing bonuses, just because that can help us out quite a bit here. And we have our Navy just sitting in the Assiniboine River, as they have been for quite a while now, just waiting to provide support to any type of invasions we may launch. And we have a number of outposts built along the border, and we plan to use those to try and help defend our territory. And then once we're done building this final outpost in the corners down here, I think the corners is where the victory point of Foxwarren is. We'll start building more infrastructure and just build roads, I guess. And can we deploy more divisions yet, please? That'd be great. I would like to do that at the very least. That would be terrific. And His Majesty's Loyal Rangers will be done soon. I'm just waiting for that. And I need to get this conscription law upgraded. Okay, let's go to calling up the reserves now. Calling up the reserves. Come on. Calling the reserves. Calling up the reserves. Get it done. Go. Go, go, go. Yeah, there we go. The political power is spent. And that will give us more manpower, hopefully, because preparing military forces gives us 3.50% of the recruitable population. We'll have now 10% of the recruitable population. We just need soldiers to be ready and available. Deploy these units now and give us more infantry, please. That'd be great. Head on over to William Tanner's army and let us give our unit leader Grayson Hauser here a trait. That will be, what do we want to give them? Give them maybe, what do they need? What would be good? Give them Ninja or no? Mysterious Stranger, give them that. And give William Tanner here, give him Rooted In, just to help out with any entrenchment speed and max entrenchment, because the duty of Army 1 is simply to mainly just hold out and dig in. And the Field Marshal, give him a trait. What would that be? Probably give him Cult of Personality, simply because he's going to be our only commanding officer throughout this playthrough, I think. And that'll be Senior Captain Tobias, who, according to the focus we got him in, he is the leader of the Royal Guard of King Gun II, the country leader. And we're about to have a royal dispute here between the Duchy of Langenburg and the Kingdom of Manitoba. We will not tolerate any type of rebellion against the kingdom, that is for certain. And they are getting some nice national spirits here, which is concerning. And we just need to be ready for this. We definitely just need to be ready. And we have pipe gun manufacturing continuing, very good. And should I stop recruiting as many divisions? This is the last batch of men-at-arms we're probably going to have for a while. We'll probably have a total of 20 divisions, well 25 divisions when this war begins. And we just need to try and use our numbers advantage to just encircle our opponents and destroy their units before they can become a threat, and we'll expand the front line at will. That is the game plan. And we'll have to push into Langenburg and use our navy here, the Royal Fleet Remnants as they're known. And all the ships we have, such as HMS Beauregard there, and HMS Weyburn, and HMS Spirit, and HMS McGregor. They will help us punch through the enemy lines by giving us support from the Assiniboine River. And improvised tools is done, so is conventional warfare. Now let's start researching. Well, first off, go to the land doctrine, research battle plans. Very good. Then start researching now. Research basic tools, probably, or at the very least get woodworking done to help with construction speed and factory repair speed. And they have spec ops moving all over the place. And the Duchy of Langenburg is making use of exile knightly orders, which could be a problem for us because we're gonna have knights versus mounties. Basically, His Majesty's Loyal Rangers is done. Let's now do complete expand their duties. And that focus here says every member of the Royal Guard is a formidable fighter without question. However, there are threats that cannot be held off through a quickly drawn revolver or competent handling of a sniper rifle. A second branch of the Royal Guard needs to be established with the express goal, there's some wars going on somewhere, with the express goal of protecting the royal family against more subtle threats. And that will modify the Royal Guard National Spirit, and that will grant us the Royal Guard National Spirit. That will give them +1 operative slot and help with intel network, strength gain factor, and operation risk will decrease by -15%, I believe. And that will help out with our operatives here for our intelligence agency, the Royal Security Service. I would like to have another agent because we do have just one of them, one operative building up an intel network. Robert Hill here is building up an intel network in Yorkton, and they'd probably definitely need some help, I would say. As long as we can outnumber the forces of Yorkton, I'm happy to get these units here. Can I get that military signing bonus, please, game? Yes, we can get military signing bonus now. That will help with weekly manpower gain. 18 manpower weekly is a lot in Overworld Blues terms because manpower is generally a lot smaller in this mod. And we need to have these units ready here. Come on. This is going to be the last division we can deploy for a while. And that will be big for us. We just need more troops, really. We have nearly 25 divisions as planned. At least keep one unit in the queue constantly. We need more divisions. We just need more divisions. And low manpower is an issue. So, a celebration, that's something relating to the Stampede. They're off. I think they're in Wyoming. Well, what's formerly known as Wyoming. Where is the Stampede? There's somewhere here. There's a lot of countries here to just look through. The Northern Khans and the Barons Erie are fighting. Who's winning there? It looks like the Barons Erie has lost some ground, but they're still staying alive. And I really just need more troops, honestly. I need more troops. More divisions will be great. And we're getting ready for that war. 30 days, folks. 30 days until war breaks out between the Duchy of Langenburg and the Kingdom of Manitoba. We are making tons and tons of equipment constantly, but we'll need more. And let's reduce the amount. We don't need any more trained mongrels probably for a while. So put their production into guns, I would say. And keep the production on the scout kits and the bicycles going because that's for our motorized and our spec ops. And the spec ops are the reason we have divisions that even need mongrels in the first place. And there's only like 2 of them, so I don't think if we get into a war, the attrition for that will be too bad. We shouldn't lose a lot in combat is what I mean to say. And we're just waiting and waiting here. We're going to punch through southern Langenburg. Just go through the Duchy of Langenburg to the south, and then just clobber our way through to their capital, and then take Yorkton, and that should really deprive them of their ways to fight. And so the Washington Brotherhood's find a call somewhere. I need more divisions here, please. All the divisions I can get my hands on. We're we cannot really get true mobilization yet because we got to wait till 2278. Calling up the reserves is the best we can really do manpower wise, so I guess we're going to end up having to get more military high command soon enough, and expand their duties will be done soon. I really need to get this done here under the King's banner and loyalty onto death, and then get the upstart done, Royal Pathfinders, and securing the frontier. So we're just waiting here. It's become November 2275. The war should break out sometime in December, I think. Yeah, it looks like that's when the conflict is going to begin between us and the Duchy of Langenburg, who we outnumber. We just need to exploit our numbers and not get any divisions destroyed here. That would be most unfortunate if we did. And expand their duties is done. Let's now do the focus. Where's it at? Start doing under the King's banner, and that'll take 30 days. And it says here, the legendary banner of kings, first carried into battle by Gun himself. Gun the First, I guess, holds a special importance in the hearts and minds of our soldiers. If we were to carry it into battle, they would follow it into the depths of hell itself if need be, and this will give us a national spirit that will give us better special forces equipment, better assault attack, better heart attack, and better organization. And the Mounties are definitely, we're placing a lot of our goals here on the backs of the Mounties spec ops we have, led by Grazenhauser. William Tanner is leading the main force, whose objective will simply be to mainly hold down the enemy, or at least take advantage of outnumbering them very soon and just provide support. And once our opponent is sufficiently weakened, we'll charge in with the full army and just take everything. Most likely that's the game plan. And the war will begin in 9 days. Now going down to 8 days. Oh boy, this is going to be fun. Very, very fun. And we definitely need to get a military high command and chief of the army. Who should that be? Probably Alexander Grimaldi, because that will help with organization loss when moving, or I don't know, maybe get Wall Manitoba. Not sure yet, really. Not sure yet at all. And we're just waiting. How many days? 7 days. The clock is ticking down as conflict between Langenburg and Manitoba approaches. Militia training is done. Let's start researching now. Researching smoke signals that will help with reinforced rate coordination, diplomacy distance, and refugee assimilation factor. We just need to get that done here. And Butcher's P requests lower tariffs, a great bargaining chip. Sure, whatever, it doesn't really matter to us. We have bigger concerns. How's the money situation? Not terrible, not great. War has begun. And here we go. So let's pause real quick and try and exploit the situation as best we can. Have our best troops rush forward. Use the orders they have and strike hard and put some pressure on those lines there. Now let's go ahead and deploy these units as soon as possible. Then we'll just have one division being trained at a time. Just punch through. Come on. Get some progress made. Just attack that militia force here. Can they cross the river? Just defeat those militia. Infantry, the men-at-arms should beat the militia of Yorkton, I would think. Just because their stats are worse. They really should just be able to beat them. We're really going to have to count on encirclements here. And just armored support, probably. And we got to punch toward Langenburg. That is the game plan. We got to cross the river here. Those guys are failing, actually. That's not ideal at all. My goodness, guys. My goodness. So just defeat them. Come on. Go through them. Break through. And have this unit attack that area as well. That province as well. Just to put more pressure on the enemy. And this is kind of, honestly, this push into Winnipegasus in the north is kind of like a feint. Because we're not really aiming to break through there. And we'll just see how Langenburg responds. They have one division here. Put more troops down here, please. We need more units deployed, definitely. Insult to injury. What is this about? In the confusion following Leif Yorkton's rebellion, it seems the forces of the traitorous Republic of Three Rivers have violated the treaty of the First Coalition War and occupied the demilitarized city of Porto Prairie. We are in no position to retaliate. Committing another war, given our current situation, would be a bad idea. A dirty trick, and this will cost us war support, and we'll lose Porto Prairie over here. It had 3,000 population. Oh well, we'll lose it, but we are going to break through here, it looks like. And the war between Langenburg and Manitoba has broken out, which is something to definitely be very quite a conflict, honestly, as we hope to just defeat this rebellion and bring peace back to the Kingdom of Manitoba. And with that, I'm going to end what is part 5 of my Kingdom of Manitoba playthrough in the Hearts of Iron 4 mod, Old World Blues here. If you enjoyed the mod, you can check it out in the video description. A link to it is there. If you enjoyed the video itself, make sure to like and subscribe.